Welcome to Strategic Command World War I. Paradox Gamer playing, starting here on the Western Front as usual. It's pretty quiet. I am saving up a lot of shells with the artillery pieces now. This one is down to morale 61, so I think I want to take him back to Düsseldorf. And we'll bring in somebody else. Like that. Everybody else seems to be okay with high morale and everything. This one can replenish. And then there's the airplanes. Maybe we can take a look at that later on. Otherwise, I think we're pretty much done here on the Western Front. It's much more interesting out here. So if you remember, we have the two units crossing the channel, and they are surrounded by my surface navy, which has been engaged by a couple of heavy cruisers over here. And further up to the north we have all the submarines, and they have been engaged by some light cruisers and destroyers and what looks to be some dreadnoughts passing through. So they're probably heading this way to engage our surface navy. This is where our submarines will really shine. I believe we can. We should be able to take a lot of damage on these dreadnoughts using submarines. Let's start down here though and see if my airships can do damage to the heavy cruiser. Yeah. Oh, and it also reveals a CVL. Let's use the other one to finish this one off. So that's gone. And we also want to see how far these guys can go, because we want to end the Navy ships around them like we do here, because then they cannot be harmed. They can be harmed by air, so it's paramount to get this one out of the way as well. Also, I need to see what's over here before I move these guys over. So I think I'll take one of these destroyers, and since I don't have any vision on enemy submarines, we could take this guy over here and simply scout this whole area. Looks clean to me. So let's bring this AV up here and this one up here. Let's just see if there's anything over here. No. So this is where we want the Navy to end. We could probably protect them with some of the other destroyers, like this one. And this one. And then these can't reach. These two here are still upgrading. Anti-submarine and anti-submarine. And then we got two more, but they cannot reach. So let's wait a bit with those two. This submarine is going to replenish. You can only replenish up to 6, because it's all the way down to 1 point, so it takes 2 turns to replenish it, unfortunately. So it's still out of action, but it needs to regain some morale and readiness anyway, so it wouldn't be fit for combat either way. Now, let's see, the best option to take shots at the heavy cruiser is submarines, but I think we need them up here. So probably the dreadnoughts will be the best option. This one should probably try and take a shot and then head for port. Let's do that. Yeah, it can barely reach in Cuxhaven. So we can replenish that next turn. And that took the heavy cruiser down to 5. So if we take a dreadnought, like this one, that should take care of that heavy cruiser. So that's gone. This dreadnought has taken its shot, and we can put it up here. I'll take another dreadnought and take a look at that carrier. We cannot take it out in one go, but 7 damage. And taking none in return and getting up here. So I don't think we need a dreadnought for that. We can probably use a heavy cruiser to finish it off. Yes. Nice. 1 damage though. Okay. So that was the things that we had down here. Now let's focus a bit on what we have up here. We have 2 light cruisers who are damaged. But we also have vision on 2 dreadnoughts. And we can pick this one first. We can see that we can take 3 damage. We can give 3 damage, that is, and take nothing in return. Okay, so that was only 2 damage. And then we can use this one for some scouting. Go here. Oops, another one there. No damage though. Okay, so we now have 3 dreadnoughts. I will leave the destroyer alone because it's a pain to kill that with submarines. It is actually not possible. And if I move my whole surface fleet up there, I will expose them. So that's gonna be left alone, and I will concentrate on taking out maybe 1 or 2 dreadnoughts. Oh, we have another enemy contact there. That means I'm out of strikes here. So I should just get out of the way and move down here. Okay, let's take another shot at this one. Yeah, I'm not particularly lucky with these shots. Okay, let's see if there's anything on the other side here. Oh, there's an enemy submarine. In a silent mode. None of my destroyers can actually reach it. So I can't really use this information for anything because it will be hidden again next turn, but at least we know there is a submarine nearby. Bring up another sub. Take that shot, and another thing I could consider is if they're heading down towards my surface fleet, putting my submarines in the way like this. If they pass through it, they will take quite a lot of damage. So there is that to consider as well. Only 1 damage, unfortunately. Let's bring it down here. Can this one reach? Suppose it can. And that was a good one. 1 dreadnought gone. Okay, let's come up this way then. See if there's anything up here. No. So that was 1 dreadnought taken out. We have 3 more, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 submarines left. So that's probably not enough to take out another dreadnought. And this one I would like to get back home somehow. At least get it out of the way. I guess we could take a shot at this light cruiser right next to me. Only 1 damage, unfortunately. And if I can then just move somewhere out of the way, like this, it should be able to reach port next turn. So we still have these 4 submarines. So I could either take out these light cruisers, or try to take out both at least, or I could damage 1 more dreadnought. I think I'm going for the dreadnoughts. They pack a mean punch, and my submarines are pretty effective against them. So that's what I'm going for here. I will make a barrier of submarines they have to pass through. Looks like it's not going to be enough. Unless I get a lucky shot here. Ooh, nice. I got a lucky shot. Alrighty. Let's bring this guy over here. So that's 2 dreadnoughts taken out, and 2 heavy cruisers and a carrier. That's a pretty good harvest for this turn. Now, of course, the allies will hit back in the coming turn, but if I can just stay together down here, I think we'll be fine. I'm not gonna, as I said before, I'm not gonna engage up here because the scupper flow is right here, and there will be more allied ships lurking around. So I am just concentrating on defending the infantry passing to Newcastle. So we'll put some dreadnoughts around. That should be fine, and then the rest of the navy we'll just put somewhere on the side here. We got the battleships, a battle cruiser, heavy cruiser, another heavy cruiser, and then the light cruisers in the back here. And we have some destroyers as well. Let's just link up with the rest. Bring them out. So 2 more destroyers coming out next turn, and we will replenish these 2 so they will not come out. 1 submarine is heading back, the rest are still in good shape. That's going to be very interesting to see how that pans out. These guys here are all just waiting to transport across. It is possible to transport in one go, so they will just wait for these 2 to land around Newcastle, wait for the port to reach supply 5, and then get ashore. I think we can safely go down here. Yes, the Austrian Navy. This one is ready. Let's take it out. The submarine here is ready. We need the submarine back. Take this one over there. This battleship, upgrade. This dreadnought will upgrade. And this dreadnought is ready to go, along with the destroyers here and here. Actually, these are not fully upgraded, but that's fine. We have some battleships that we can take to port, and still a few more ships to finish that. The Ottoman Navy will stay there until now. We can cut down to Basra with the enemy airship. Let's just take it head on here. Alright, take Kuma, destroy it. Now let's cut off the supply lines. There we go. Headquarter will move this way. Can these guys replenish? Only 1 point, so let's upgrade them instead. This one can't do anything. Let's leave them there, and then this one. We can go down and take Abadan. We can move forward 1 hex as well. Let's do that. We're getting our supplies from Amara right now. Let's bring these guys over here. The plan here is to take Basra first, and these guys will be surrounded, and we can deal with them later on. Over here, this was a pretty good attack. We attacked the headquarter, and the artillery is moved back 1 hex. I think if I go here, not only will I be able to take a shot at the artillery, I will also cut off these guys down here. This is fighter unit can just fly out, but these 2 will be cut off. And the headquarters is there. Let's take a shot at the artillery, making it less effective. And then we'll bring up some units. Let's get the artillery in position there. Wow, 4. Okay, let's just take this guy out straight off. Yeah, it's gone. Maybe we can get to Nickel. No, it's just out of reach because my cavalry is not close enough. Oh, there is someone there. Okay. Enemy contact. We have enemy cavalry there. So I cannot move in there. Yes, I can. With the Bulgarians, I can. Oh, let's take a shot at these guys. Move things around a little bit. This guy will upgrade. This guy will replenish. And we have the artillery that we can send down to here. This looks like a walkover already. These guys will be surrounded. Then we have a detachment here. The artillery and headquarters is nothing. And then there's only 1 corps left over here. There could be more in the back, of course. But this should be a walk in the park. And that's it for now. Okay. Looking forward to the AI turn here, especially in the North Sea. How many ships will arrive? Will my own navy get hammered? Before I do that, I was a little bit eager there. Let's just check the research. I forgot where we are. So tank development almost there. That means I will be able to upgrade my tanks before I send them across. Advanced subs also getting closer to level 2. A bit late. I should have had that before this sea battle arrived, but okay. Trench warfare is for the Western Front. They can dig in harder. Gas shell production level 2 has been reached for Austria, and that's probably it. We have loads of points though. It'll take far too long to get these ships. It won't matter by the time that these ships will be done, then maybe the whole scenario will be done as well. Light cruisers only 12, yeah, still 12 turns. Destroyers 6 turns. I think whatever we have now is what we'll get. More artillery. We could get 1 more Ottoman artillery. Probably won't get there in time as well, but okay. Let's build it. We got those 2. And in diplomacy, Netherlands is now 34. There's no chance now that the Allies will get to them. Let's put a chit in Norway then. There we go. Alright, let's do the turn. Conscription leads to industrial unrest in the Midlands again. Blockades. And there we go. Tank development level 2. And advanced subs level 2 as well. And trench warfare level 3. Got all of those. And we've reached the point now where we have more points than we can actually spend for both Germany now and Austria. Ottomans probably really soon as well. Destroyer attacks submarine, 2 damage. That's the French destroyer there. We also have a British destroyer coming in from the side, no damage though. And another French destroyer also there. 1 more damage. The light cruiser comes in and the submarine dives away. Enemy contact up here, light cruiser takes 4 damage. Another enemy contact here. Unfortunately, it was not the dreadnoughts that bombed into them, but damage to the light cruisers as well. Yeah, another one here. Submarine dives away. And the usual British seal attack in the Med. This time, no effect. The French. Oh, that we could lose a sub now if the other one. Yeah, there we go. 1 sub gone. These two are really making trouble for me. The 2 French carriers have done a lot of damage. We'll rebuild that sub straight away. In Sinai, the fighters leave as expected, and the headquarters and artillery is pulling back also as expected. The British really need to pull a rabbit out of the hat to get out of this one. Still no sign of the surface navy. I mean the dreadnoughts, of course, the British dreadnoughts. They could have sailed away. Let's see if they will engage. Could they be sailing away? That's interesting. Right now I only have sight on one of the destroyers. Oh, there's something coming from below. Battle cruiser bumps into my destroyer, which of course damages it quite severely, but it's stuck there. And a dreadnought, 2 dreadnoughts. We've got vision on 2 dreadnoughts in the north. And now on the western front. Bombing Essen. 6 points lost. And then the usual bombing of Aachen, and the artillery attack on Aachen will probably ensue. There we go, and then it shifts its focus to the right. No, this time it stays on Aachen. Okay, that's interesting. Starting to make damage now. And they've got... well, there's an artillery here as well. Okay. They've got a pretty good chance to take Aachen now. If they can coordinate the land attack sufficiently. Yeah, there we go. Land attack on Aachen. And they still have a couple of shots, so that shouldn't be a problem to take it. We do have some defensive artillery. That's it, a whole corps destroyed, and they will move in. Cavalry corps moves in. We take it back. Looks like they're going for another breakthrough here, north of Metz. I think they will succeed in that as well, but will they actually move in? They've got one more shot. If they can coordinate. Looks like they can't. Okay. Okay, this French corps is probably gonna die, so we could consider going in and take a shot at the artillery. Enemy contact with the destroyer. French destroyer there. So only lost so far is a submarine unit, which is replaceable. Losing anything higher than a destroyer, bigger than a destroyer, is bad. Because it takes so long to build it. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable still. I can't reach Newcastle next turn, so we will have another turn where my infantry is around here. And I'm still sitting duck there. We have the 2 French carriers still around. And then after that, my naval will be freed up to simply make sure that the sea lane is clear for the transports. They don't have to actually hug the units all the way. British national morale falls below 50. That's good. Good for me, that is. Okay. Yeah, I lost a corps and a sub. Mission on some American units, Italian units, doesn't really matter. Okay, interesting. Let me just have a look here. So we got this battle cruiser. I'll take that one out. The destroyer will return home. This submarine will return home. The rest are fit for fight. Don't really care about the destroyers here. Would be nice to take one of these dreadnoughts out, but I'm not sure if maybe I can go for one of them. Alright, that's going to be in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. See you there. Bye-bye.